Welcome back, everyone, to Dudema Gaming. You got Jose here and Ridge. Ridge, say hello.
Why do you keep using my real name, man? Like my name is so distinctive. I am Godzilla's Wrath, all right? They could find me, bro. They could find me.
Dude, Jose, are you serious?
Exactly. There's 10 million Jose's. If they look up
You're right. Wait, you
Jose,
know what?
they're
Yeah.
going to find 10 million Jose's. If they look me up, it's going to be like, "Oh, look, there's Ridge."
All right. I'm pretty sure people don't want to hear about this shit. No, I got you. Okay. So, Ridge.
Yes, from now on.
So, for now, I'm going to still call you Ridge. All right.
uh,
We
all right.
have lots of good
Godzilla's
news.
Wrath.
Oh, my God. We
All
have
right.
lots of good news. Lots of awesome stuff has come out today. And what is the release date for Season 3, Ridge?
March 29th. I'm
This
actually
March.
disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was,
Disappointed because you thought it was gonna be earlier.
yeah, man. I was hoping for like a middle of the month. We had a lot of video ideas. We're still gonna get these videos out, but it's gonna be crunch time.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
crunch
We
time.
we we were hoping it to come out a little bit sooner because we had some videos and stuff lined up for it, but that's not gonna happen. Well, it's gonna be really hard to, if anything. But
It's gonna happen. It's
yeah,
just gonna be.
it's gonna be hard. But not just we just. I'm sorry. We do know the launch date
Pricing.
29th. Yeah, it's gonna debut just season 3 by itself. Just $20. It will net you 8 characters. You will
8.
get 8.
So confirmed is
Yeah.
8. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but
Yeah,
yeah.
$20, $30 if you want premium skins. If you want the extra costumes and stuff, and a grand
The
total of
retros.
60. Yeah, retros. If you throw down that 60, you get all of it, 1, 2, and 3. So you get a complete package all under one roof.
So of course, for those of us who, didn't wait and
Yeah, if we,
do you think the $60 version comes with the $40 versions of season 1, 2 and the $30 version of 3?
you know what, I want to say no. I want to say no because
It better be no.
it better be
God
right.
damn.
I want to say no simply because last time when they did season 2 and they did the bundles, there was like literally like a dozen, half a dozen bundles. One of them was like, get season 1 and 2. It's like, and then get another like one with season 1 and 2 costumes on top of that. So I
Right,
I I,
yeah.
I
And it was
think
different
no.
prices for
Yeah, it
that.
was
So,
all
yeah, you're
ranged
right.
prices. So again, I think we're gonna get a whole bunch of range of prices
I'm
on that one.
sorry, people, but if you haven't jumped into KI at this point, I don't feel like you should get more than what I got, all right?
Right. Yeah, I'd
I'm
feel
sorry.
shitty as fuck if
That's a
you
little
guys pay
selfish
sixty
of me.
dollars and you get Killer
No.
Instinct, arcade, Killer Instinct 2, all the costumes and all these characters. Like, man, what the fuck? I
We
paid.
got
We
shafted.
paid what? We would literally be
We paid
paying.
for your copy. That's what we
Yeah,
did.
we
We
paid
paid for
a
your
hundred
copy.
and ten dollars, I think, at this point. Then, because we
No,
paid.
once this season comes out, yeah, it'll be $110 because
Yeah,
we're obviously both going to get the $30 version
yeah, yeah,
because we're supporting this game. I mean,
yeah.
we also got Shadow Jago. Jose.
That's right. I had to pay $20 for that Shadow Jacob.
I waited, man. I got the $5 one, but still,
Yeah. Oh shit! I paid $130 for a complete KI experience, but it's totally worth it. For me,
it's
it
worth
was.
it.
It was worth
We
it.
supported the game, bro.
Right.
We really did.
Um, but yeah, pricing and dates aside, yeah, that's awesome. We have the date. We're looking forward to it, and we also got a whole slew of information. And in this video specifically, we just want to talk about, yeah, you're gonna get the 8 characters. And one thing I wanted to say about that is that before we did hear that there's only gonna be 3 stages, and we were really afraid for a moment there, thinking like, oh shit, is there only gonna be 3 characters? Is there only gonna be like a smaller cast than before? But no, we do have that 8, at least that 8. Thank you.
So who do we have right now? Who do we have right now? We got
Tusk,
Tusk.
Kim
It's gonna
Woo.
launch. This is who it's gonna
Yeah,
launch with. It's gonna
launching with
launch with
four
Tusk.
characters. Yes.
It's gonna launch with Tusk, Kimwoo, Arbiter, and Resh. So
Hmm.
that's gonna have 4 additional characters. Who do we think those 4 characters are, man? Who do you
I
think they
mean,
are? I think we're
I
still gonna get a vampire.
yeah, we're still gonna. They did say specifically we're gonna get new characters
No,
returning.
it's gonna be Gargus. One's gonna be Gargus. So
Yeah,
that
but
leaves
what I'm saying is that there are
2.
gonna be new characters at least.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
one's gonna be a vampire.
I'm
This
hoping
is.
one's for a I'm hoping for a vampire. Definitely, a vampire.
I
I
think.
want
I
one
don't
to be
think we're gonna get
Gargus.
my. I don't think we're gonna get my creature from the Black Lagoon. But hey,
Right.
there's always season 4.
Ooh, that's we're gonna talk about that
Yeah,
later as well. I
definitely,
some of you
definitely.
guys already want us to talk about season four, but it's like, guys, come on, man, we're in season three. We have to get through three first, then we could talk about four. You know. But yeah, we will definitely we will definitely be getting Gargus. I'm gonna say like Gargus is gonna be one of them. I don't give a crap. Gargus is gonna be there. I think
So look, I'm just
Vampire.
gonna put my hypothesis
No,
out there, if
whatever
you
it is, I'm
will.
gonna say no.
No, I'm putting out the hypothesis right now. This game releases in March. So, if it's typical KI fashion, April, we will get a new character. May, we will get a new character. E3 is in June. So, what I think will happen is the June character will get an E3 trailer, and then at the end of said E3 trailer, Scorpion with a release date
For
in
July.
July. Scorpion teaser at E3, calling it now. Let's see it. Hope we get it, man.
I mean, if it
Hope we get it.
happens, awesome. I don't think it will. I don't think so, but
Dude,
it
if it
would be awesome.
happens,
It would be
the
awesome.
internet will explode, and I are excited.
Well, if it does happen, you know where you guys heard it first. We always come up with crazy ideas, and a lot of times they actually come out to be true, which is interesting.
Right,
Um,
right.
but yeah, we have talked about MK versus KI, and we have always thought, Scorpion could be a guest character, and they haven't even said, that they're stopping at two. We could theoretically get more guest characters.
Right. Theoretically, you know, even with the vampire, even with Gargus, that leaves us two slots. I don't think we're gonna get Idol. I'm sorry, Idol fans. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get Idol. I think we're gonna get one more new character, and then Scorpion.
Well, I don't know, man. Like the thing is, like this again, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future for KI after three, but it's just like, you know, usually fighting games they stop after the third revision. Alpha 1, 2, and 3. Street Fighter 3, Second Impact. And Third Strike. It's like, are we
Unless
gonna
you're
get?
Mortal Kombat, then you stop after the first revision.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like the maximum is usually three. So a season four, I don't think would happen. That's why I'm leaning for the
But Jose,
Scorpion. Where
what
it'll
if
lead
what
us
if
into
season
MK
four is
versus
yeah
KI.
MK versus KI, man?
Yeah,
Make it happen.
I
Launching on Xbox.
one in Windows 10 probably.
No, it'll launch on Xbox. What are they gonna call it? What's something ridiculous?
Two.
Yes, Xbox Two.
Well, either way, like we'll talk about season four stuff, later down the road. Right now, we're just hyping on three.
No,
But yeah, we got release dates, got pricing. We still have more characters to go. We're gonna get that full eight. In fact, that the three stage thing still might be a troll. We might get an
I'm
additional one.
praying. I'm praying it's a troll because all I want to see is a rash level where everything in the background is 8-bit blowing my mind.
Right.
That's all I want to see, man. I
That'd be
just
a
want to
real,
see,
like, true to life retro level. That'd be
dude, I
cool.
would just want 8-bit rash level and
And
I would
and and the thing is,
oh,
like, a lot of these things are still possible because they were talking about doing like a community fund. So if we do want more stages, if we do want more characters or something, we could definitely try to push that on developers later on. And it's up to us, to tell them that. It's like, hey, if you're gonna do a fund like you did for Shadow Jago to make them into a real character, this is what we want. So if you do want something, the guys at KI, they will listen to you. So
they really will.
yeah, they
I
will.
mean, people were yeah, they do. It's crazy. People bitch about something and it disappears. Like when Fulgor's heavy laser would shoot all the way across the sky and everybody bitched about it, so that disappeared. Just get on the forums, make your voice heard, and people will probably back you up regardless of what you say.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to agree with you.
Well, on top of all that, awesome info, all around, and just good things coming. We also got a lot of cool news about Tusk. Tusk
Ooh.
got a
Is
cool
this
little
going to be
breakdown.
are we going to do Tusk in this video and then we'll just do Arbiter on his own, or do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
just
yeah.
do it
This
all in
this
one go?
yeah,
How do
this
you
will
want
be
to do it?
season 3 details and Tusk, and then we'll do Arbiter for the next video. So if you're listening right now, definitely jump on to the next video if you want to know more about Arbiter.
Okay, so I have been wanting Tusk for years. I wanted Tusk in season 1. I wanted Tusk in season 2, and I'm finally getting Tusk in season 3. So everybody prepare to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Prepare to be destroyed.
So
But as
he's
far as he
basically
plays, he's basically like we were saying in our previous video. He's a mid-range character. If you're about mid-range from him, a little smaller than jumping distance, he can destroy your life.
yeah.
He really can.
He has lots of good pokes and like a really he has literally a huge ass sword. Like the sword isn't even on screen unless you go like cross screen. If you separate the two characters, then the sword in its entirety will be in the screen. It goes over the health bar. He's really tall to begin with, so it doesn't help. But like
Unfortunately, I just want to put this out there. Some of you may be wondering where's the gameplay, but it's like we couldn't find any gameplay that didn't belong to somebody else,
yeah.
like IGN, GameSpot, whoever. So I mean, we'll try and get a picture out there for you, but we just figured, maybe some of you want to hear our thoughts on the whole thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but as soon as we definitely get some gameplay that we could put up for you guys, we will. Even if we have to just wait for the release. I hope not. I hope we get like a live stream or something about it. But I really like what they did with the character though, just in the sense that like Kim Woo and Maya were reimaginings. These aren't like the same back in time characters that were introduced in KI 2 for the
Well,
N64 or Gold.
Maya in KI 2 and KI Gold. She was kind of bad.
Well,
Like
no, no,
she was well designed, but like her overall, just the way she worked, it wasn't very.
no, no.
She
But what,
wasn't
but
very
what
good.
I'm saying is that those characters were reimagined, like as in their
No, yeah, that's what I'm
backstories were
saying. So
completely
that's
different.
why they totally went with it. Whereas Tusk, like, he worked back in the day. Like, he was a good character. He was
No,
really
no,
well
no.
made,
Listen,
and
man,
so
listen
it's.
before you start making more of a fool of yourself. Okay? Are you
Oh
ready?
yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah. I'm
yeah.
ready.
Okay,
I'm
okay. Look,
listening. Are you
okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All right, so
Okay, I'm finished.
so Kim Woo and Maya were reimagined. I don't mean gameplay mechanics wise. I mean like story lore wise, where those characters were originally like medieval barbarians. Like they were old school characters. But in today's iteration for season 3 for like Kim Woo, she's now like a schoolgirl going to like design school or something, and Maya's now in the South American jungle. As like a monster hunter. But they actually stuck with Tusk. He is a barbarian. The reason he is the way he is right now is because he's actually immortal. He is immortal. He is more than 1,000 years old, and he's been through hell and high water. Literally, this is
So who? Hold on. So who is he?
he's
Because
literally
remember,
Tusk.
no, no. What I'm saying is, so who is he? Remember Spinal Story, Conra? Like they were
Ah,
all
yeah,
cursed
yep,
with
yep, yep.
immortality. So he's either the
Yes,
nobleman or the general.
he might be the general. I mean, I think he's the general. Then connecting back to Spinal Story, he might be the general.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we have the general. The nobleman is the vampire. Calling it
this
now.
works. That works. I like it. I
The
like it.
nobleman is the vampire. Calling
Yeah.
it now.
But yeah, Tusk is literally he's more than 1,000 year old. He cannot die. According to the KI lore canon, he is an immortal warrior. I mean, obviously you could knock him out, but you can't kill him.
No
um,
death to Tusk.
yeah. So that's really cool, and they really show it in his game too because he's hard, he's grizzled. I mean, obviously, if you've seen him, like we showed you in the preview videos, not only that, but his sword looks awesome, especially in game. Like,
And he hits like a truck.
yeah,
God, he hits like a truck. Like, remember, if you guys, you already know, in season 3, 90% of the characters get damaged nerfs. It's like they looked at Tusk and they're like, no, damage buffs.
yeah,
Like, he can do, if he lands a 2 shadow combo on you, like a combo consisting of 2 shadow, and I don't even think it has to all be heavy, it'll do like 70-75% damage.
yeah. It
So,
does ridiculous damage.
and he
So
also has that sweet what did they call it? Where basically whenever he does a special move, he'll glow white for like half a second.
yeah, so like going to like specific gameplay mechanics.
Right.
Some of his special moves, it depends on which one and what level of attack you're doing, like mid, light, or hard. Most of the attacks have a deflector like frame where, like you said, he'll glow white, and if you hit him in that moment, so like if you see him like start going for an attack, and you're like, oh, I'll hit him out of it, but you hit him at that moment where he shines white, he will actually deflect your attack, and he will go into a combo either way.
Right. Like
Yeah,
well, what it does is it puts you in a stagger. They were
yeah,
showing in like detail in this one video, like it'll put you in a stagger, and it's a little harder for him to like get in, but it's like a quick little three combo linker, and he'll be like in doing his combo. It's not
yeah. I
like
think it was like low mid and then into a slide of some kind. Yeah.
yeah, and then he just gets to destroy
Yeah,
your
he'll.
life after
Yeah.
that.
But it's really cool. It's not really meant as like a true to life counter attack. It's more of just like, your opponent has to be much more careful choosing when to attack you.
So rushdown characters are gonna have a hard time because
Harder
they have
time.
a
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna have like they're gonna want to be on his ass, but if you stay on his ass and you just hit him at the wrong time, well then you open yourself up to the possibility of a 75 to 80% damage combo, man,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
That's one of the basic mechanics. He does have an uppercut attack. Basically a Shoryuken with his sword. He'll carry you right up there. And just like before with Ki 2, he does have an attack that goes straight down. I think it was called like Skull Splitter or something.
Right.
Um, but naturally though they do not link, on their own. But later on that, you do go up and there's an attack to go down, but they don't link together in a
Right,
combo.
and when he does the sweep, like he can sweep you, and instead of like a lot of characters now, when they do their sweep, it opens you up to like juggle combos. Like for Fulgore, for example, if he sweeps and then does his quick uppercut, like not an uppercut, his quick anti-air, it'll pop you up in the air, and then he can start to do a juggle combo. Well, for Tusk, when he sweeps, like he'll sweep and then he jumps up in the air and stabs you in the face.
Oh yeah, 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 I forgot. Yeah, they were talking about like
Oh,
Virtual Fighter. It's literally
it
like
is
Virtual Fighter.
breakable too. Yeah, it is
Yeah, it is
breakable
great.
though.
It's always hard punch. I think it's down hard punch or up hard punch, one of those. Where if you're ever on the ground, if you do like a hard knockdown as Tusk, you can actually push. I think up in hard punch or down in hard punch. I don't remember. But if you do that, you can actually land an additional like 18% on top of that using this diving like sword stab. It's really cool.
Yeah.
um,
And he's also slow.
yeah,
So
he's
let's
obviously
we
very
should we should
slow.
get
Yeah.
into how he gets in on people. Like
Well,
he
he has this dash
yeah, you
move.
can go for it. Go for
Yeah,
it.
he has a dash move where he actually goes low profile, so you can actually go under projectile. So if people are spamming, endo kukens, whatever, you can actually go in on it, and it leads into three different attacks. You could go for an overhead, a shoulder charge, or for, as you said before, the slide. The leg slide,
Kind of like Spinal. Picture Spinal, except a 9 foot guy doing that to you.
and a
It kind
little
of
bit
looks like
slower, a
that.
little bit slower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slower. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say like think about Guy from like Street Fighter. He has something similar. He runs, can attack from the front, up or low. What's funny is that he's a slow character, but this type of attack style is really reminiscent of like a rushdown character. He's not entirely slow, and he's not like he doesn't have the tools to get in on people. Like this is actually a really cool tool for him, and it's gonna be even more relevant when we talk about his instinct, which is
Right,
insane.
wait. And he also has an ability he can stab his sword in the ground, and at full charge, what this will do is it'll, like, let's say you don't have time to dash under it. When you stab the sword in the ground, the projectile will cease to exist. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
blocking projectile.
He causes like a mini earthquake explosion in front of him. Yeah. It looks really cool. And just another thing just to talk about really quickly is that his sword, whenever it hits the ground, it actually glows red. And like it's like as if it was in a furnace red. It looks really cool. Like graphically it looks awesome. It doesn't actually do anything gameplay wise, but I just want to say it looks awesome. When you actually
It
see them
does.
play, it looks really, really cool.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Um but yeah, I don't he has the uppercut, the Shoryuken attack. He does have
And he
the head
has his
splitter.
classic where he can flip behind you.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah,
yes.
where he can like the classic move where if he's facing you, he does the one move and he ends up behind you like a cross up, and except they've changed that a little bit. Now, when he does that move, let's say he's all the way across the screen and he does that move and he hits you with the sword, just the tip. It doesn't matter if it's just the tip, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's the hardest hitting move in the game. It
Yeah,
does like
it's the single most damaging move, yeah, in the entire
it,
game.
it's like 18 or 20%, maybe a little more. It's a lot. Like you'll notice it. Your meter will cease to exist.
Yeah.
Your life meter. It's
There's
crazy.
some characters who do like, who could do like a 10 hit combo, like a small combo, and it still won't do as much damage as that one attack. You know,
No,
honestly,
yeah,
it
it's
does awesome damage.
yeah, it's ridiculous. So if you see him doing it, you better block
You
because
better
life's
block it or
about to get
something,
really
man.
bad for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Life's about to get really bad.
Um, but yeah,
Now we can go into the instinct.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say that he has traditional shadow moves. Nothing too crazy out of the shadows. Another thing I want to say is that they did switch up the shadows a little bit. Now they're not like pure black; they have like a purple hue to them. Did you notice that? I don't know.
Yeah, do you think that's for every character, or is that just
I
like
think it's for every character because
a
I seen it.
Tusk
I seen it in
thing?
Arbiter and I seen it in Tusk, so I'm assuming it's everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
I
But
hope
yeah,
it's not everyone. I like the way it looks, man. It looks
it
so
was
cool.
cool. Yeah, it was cool. Maybe if anything, maybe it'll be an additional customization option for your character. Maybe you
Ooh,
get
that'd
like
be
a red
crazy.
shadow, a purple, yellow, whatever. We'll see. Who knows? That'd be awesome. His instinct though. You go for it. Let me hear you what you say.
Well, his instinct basically, you'll know when he's in instinct because his sword, like he doesn't have to like normally when he hits the ground, the sword turns red. Well, now, as soon as he pops instinct, the entire sword glows like red hot. And basically, what it does is it gives him the ability to cancel all his like special moves. So not like his normals. Don't think of like a Pharaoh cancel with Saberwolf.
Mm,
Think of like any special move he does, he could cancel it into another special move.
yeah.
So this really opens up like a very popular thing that people were doing was like Jose said earlier. They do the uppercut and then they do the skull crusher,
Yeah.
uppercut skull crusher, uppercut skull crusher. So it'd be like this crazy juggle combo.
Yeah, it was,
But
but
yeah.
basically giving him the special move he had before in KI2, right? Like that's what he had.
Right. So
Yeah,
he
so
can't cancel the move. He could cancel it into another move.
into another
But it's
special
not
move.
right,
Right,
right.
right.
So you're not going to see him like start to do a move and you're like, "Yay, I'm going to block it." And then he just cancels it and stands there and then you're like, "Oh, no." Like he has to commit to doing a special
A
move.
special move and then
So
canceling into
get your
another. Yeah.
block skills ready because man, if he hits
Well,
you,
that's the other thing is that like as we said before with that like that running attack where you can do a low, mid, or high, same
yeah.
thing. Like if he's doing that, if he's in instinct and doing that special, he could keep going. He could keep going like pushing you back and forth. Oh, another thing we completely forgot. I'm so sorry. Is that he has a command grab,
Oh
a
yeah,
very
he does.
damaging command grab.
Yeah, he suplexes you
Yeah,
Zangief style, and
yeah,
it's just very bad.
yeah.
Everything he does. Is that a command grab or is it
No,
just his regular throw?
no, it is a command grab, and the reason they do it because it's a special move is that exact reason. If you're in instinct and you're doing like the barrage of attack forward, like if you dash forward, try to do an overhead, they block it. If you dash forward again you cancel it. Dash
Yeah,
forward
you're
again,
right.
do a mid. Oh, you keep doing that over and over again. If they keep doing that and you don't like it, command grab them. You can immediately just cancel right into that command grab.
Are you positive it's a command grab?
It
I
is a
don't
command. No, it
remember.
is. It
Okay.
is. It
Yeah,
is.
it's sick though. It's sick. It's
Yeah,
sick.
it's
Everything he
literally it's a
does.
German suplex, man.
Yeah,
It's
like
really cool.
he just looks ridiculous. I can't wait to get my hands on him and destroy Jose.
Oh,
It's gonna be
okay.
so fun.
We'll see. I mean, I am afraid of Tusk, man. I mean, he's a very scary character. Like honestly, I mean, he does insane amount of damage, insane. So, like we said, he is a little bit slow. He doesn't really have a lot in terms of defense, um, other than like his sword. Just keeping people away. But
Yeah, I feel like the best strategy would to be get to get right on his nuts, man.
yeah, just get
Just get
right on
right
him
in his
and
face
just
and
try
just
not to hit him when he's in that
right.
deflect
Wait for.
frame.
I feel like your best option would be to wait for his mistake, like because once he starts the special move, he's gonna have that deflect thing. But once he whiffs, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because his goal is gonna be to want to keep you at mid range. Because once you're in, like he's kind of slow. I doubt he's gonna have ridiculous normals or anything like that. So
Yeah. Um. Oh, one other thing that I thought was really cool aesthetically about Tusk is like when for most characters, actually all characters in one way or another, they signal you in the game that hey, your instinct is active. Like when you're playing as Jago, he illuminates like this
right.
color. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
for Tusk, his tattoos that he has embroidered all over his back, they're like burning red hot, just like his sword, and it looks
Yeah,
really
and the
cool.
steam, like there's like steam
Yeah.
coming off of him, and it's
Yeah.
terrifying. It's terrifying. That's
He's a
all.
very, very
Jose,
angry
Jose, what did you
Norwegian.
think about his face?
He looks stupid. I hate his face. He looks dumb, man. His face looks dumb, but thankfully you don't have to look at it. Like his
Hey,
back is always looking at
I'm
you.
just hoping for the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan the
Conan the Barbarian.
Barbarian
Yeah.
retro. Give it
Yeah.
to me and give it to me now.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much everything I have to say about Tusk and how it will destroy Jose because he's bad.
We'll see, man. I mean, I'm liking Kim Woo. I'm also liking Rash. Rash looks really cool, and we've all played as him before, during the beta. But as soon
How
as
about we just bust out Arbiter right now? How about that? Like, let's just.
well, let's do Arbiter, but it's gonna be in the next video. So thank you guys for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and if you want to keep hearing what we have to say about the next character, Arbiter, tune into the next video.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.